during funerals and all the media craziness. But I think I've sort of managed, in a way, to transform this event, this horrible action of one man, into something beautiful by being able to work against exactly the hatred that led to it. And Breivik was a terrorist and a violent extremist. He was against all forms of diversity. His reason for killing us was the fact that he was worried that we would change the way in which Norway works, that we would change the fundamental nature of Norway by letting immigrants, people of a different culture, of a different race, that happened into Norway. He was scared. He acted out of fear. He was afraid. And his way of dealing with his fears was through violence. A lot of people wanted to treat Breivik in a violent way. People spoke about reinstating the death penalty. People spoke about imprisoning him for life, locking him up and throwing away the key. And it's been difficult to live through that as someone who believes in humanity and human rights and in the dignity of all human beings. Because at the end of the day, also Breivik is a human being. And I think that's incredibly important to remember in this, that even though he denied our humanity, even though he dehumanized making us objects for his cause,
of course, I want you to be the ones asking questions. Just to kind of, share it with the audience. You're now a part of the forgiveness project. And this is something that a lot of youngsters, I'm sure, will be interested in. Because when somebody does something to you, normally the thing is, I want to give it back somehow. That hate aspect, the hatred aspect grows so much in us. It's not very easy to kind of take the leap from hate to forgiveness. But in this case, I mean, this is an extreme case. All things sometimes people find it hard to forget. I remember things somebody said 20 years back, and you said this at that time. But this is something that happened in such an extreme way. But you still kind of have come out of it, and you have taken this kind of leap from hate to forgiveness. So, can you just tell us about that journey from hate to forgiveness and how helpful it is for people who undergo harsh experiences in life to take this step?
I think first of all, one of the points, the forgiveness project is a kind of British thing that a lot of people with weird stories have participated a lot with are came from little stories. And it's a story sharing platforms, And the point is not to enforce forgiveness or make people forgive each other, but explore the term forgiveness. I think one important kind of distinction that exists within the English language that doesn't translate so well into a lot of other languages is between forgiveness and reconciliation. I think forgiveness very often becomes interpreted as we accept what happened, as we say it's okay. In many people's worldview, this is forgiveness. And the forgiveness project's worldview, and a lot of us in this space worldview, forgiveness is close to reconciliation. It's about accepting what happens, or the fact that what happened to you, and then moving on from there, building on. And I think that's what I've been able to do with my life after what happened. And I think part of that is very much related to my own relationship with Brasseur in some sort of strange way. Because it is a weird relationship, they tried to kill me. And he became a very public figure. And part of that was that people stopped saying his name, they said he who shall not be named. And I grew up on Harry Potter books, I don't know about you guys. I was born in 1991, so I didn't have much of a choice, I didn't really read. My first book in Norwegian was Harry Potter, and my first book in English was Harry Potter, like a few years later in the series. And in Harry Potter, Lord Voldemort, the bad guy, is being referred to as he who shall not be named. And we'll step back so we don't have so much feedback. The name is a big topic in this course, and one of the reasons is that once we stop saying something's name, or someone's name, we start looking at them as something more than just human. We start looking at them as monsters, rather than men. And that can be quite terrifying. We give them a power over us that they shouldn't have. And people gave this power to Brady quite willingly. They started turning newspapers with his picture on around, and started hating him, started fearing him, much in the same way he hated and feared us. And I found this very difficult, and I didn't want to kind of participate initially, and I didn't understand why, but I've later come to the realization that it was important for me to maintain the belief that Brady, as well as a human being, that what they did was a result of human actions and human suffering in some sort of way. And I've spoken to people who've been where Brady was, people who have been hateful, violent extremists from the right wing, much like Brady, who've beaten the crap out of people who got deal for a line, and they all say that hurt people, and people who are in pain causes pain. And this is a vicious cycle, right? You choose to follow that cycle. And you choose to respond to something painful by inflicting more pain. And that's the traditional way to respond to terrorism, by peace and act. You see that this French Tunisian guy who wrote for the people in France after having lived in France for most of his life. There's also the France bombing Syria. Like, the disconnect there is pretty obvious, but still very much kind of following the cycle of pain breeding more pain, hate breeding more hate. We break the cycle through our actions and through how we choose to look at things. And I chose to look at Greg as a human being. Back in, I think it was October 2011, there was an imprisonment hearing, and it was my first option to see Greg for the first time I had watched them. I called my lawyer, and she was very skeptical. She didn't want to see Greg. But I kind of forced her to come with me to court. I went to court, and I sat down, and then came Greg, and he was in chains. And then I remember I was terrified of Greg at this point. He was like everyone that talked to me. But also because the last time I saw him, he had pointed a gun at me and he had tried to kill me. So he had some sort of power over me before he entered the world. Once he entered, this guy was like sort of fat and chubby, like balding in chains. There was a lot of police officers tweeting at him. Like, he didn't have any power to do it. Some dude, right? And just like demasked him completely and made him incredibly human to me, incredibly real, in a way that made it possible for me to get beyond his actions and start looking at him as just a human being. Someone who, well, all human beings are valuable, and so is Greg. He has the same human rights as everyone else. But in the large scope, he's just another human being. I don't care very much for him or about him. Being able to then move on from obsessing about breaking to obsessing about extremism, which is what I said, the larger trend of hate and of pain that causes. Being able to use this event and build on from it in a reconciling way in order to build my life as something that can be used as a tool against countries, against anyone feeling the kind of pain I felt after the attack. That's been very helpful in the process.
You mentioned a very important point. Forgiveness is not saying that the action is okay, or the action is right and I'm okay with it. You say what is wrong is wrong, but at the same time, you don't allow those things to kind of curb you down, to stop you from moving ahead. You kind of let yourself off the hook through forgiveness. You try to move ahead in life, which is, I think, an important message that all of you youngsters should remember in life, because we don't allow anybody else to control our lives. We become in charge of our lives and don't allow anybody to have the remote control of our lives in their hand. It's up to us as to how we want to live our lives, and no situation in life, no experience should really be able to bog us down. It should be something that we are in control of. I think that's a very beautiful teaching that you just shared with us. We'll leave it to the youngsters. If you have any questions, John?
Any questions? I love it.
Hi, I'm Arjun from the UK. You mentioned that the fear that Greg had, it was the fear of the party that you were a member of, letting immigrants into the country. I come from a country that's just had that fear, and I was wondering how can we bring information to people who don't understand about how this fear is not something to be afraid of. It's not necessarily something we have to embrace, but it's not something to be scared of.
I think information is the wrong word for what we have to bring to these people, first of all. Information has very little to do with how people react to things, and has very little to do with politics at all. People act from their guts, and people who voted for Brexit and people like Greg, they act not because of statistics and data, but because of how they feel and how we make them feel. And as individuals, we have the ability to shape the narratives of our nation. In Britain, a lot of things that drives fear is happening in the media and in politics. And if you look at kind of the Conservative Party and the narratives that are going on there, and even further on the right with UKIP and BNP and so on, there's strange stories going on there about kind of all these immigrants coming to take over Europe and all that nonsense very much. It has nothing to do with facts. If you look at the migration crisis, it's being written about as a crisis for Europe. It's being written about as a crisis for white people. It's not us as a crisis for, it's a crisis for migrants. In Turkey, where the migrants are transiting through, particularly us from Ankara to Istanbul, with on a weekly basis for the part of 6 months. It's not at all it's a crisis for. But it's being written about. We are being told that it's a crisis for us. A crisis of them coming and taking over what belongs to us. It's a crisis of entitlement, really, or feeling entitled to things we are not necessarily really entitled to. So that's stories about people coming and taking our jobs, taking our women, taking our money. There's something called Schrödinger's which is, basic personal welfare data, which makes no sense as well. But these are stories that are lived in our societies. They're stories we are being brought up with, essentially tribal, and we are learning that we as a tribe have to stick together and fare the other tribes in order to survive. That's social darkness for you. And I think the best way to get around this is by introducing diversity. If you look at statistics of the Middle East and North Africa, or the rest of Africa as well, places with a lot of Muslims. Can you take Muslim countries? Yeah. If you look at Muslim countries with the majority Muslims, and look at statistics of how supportive ISIS is, you can see that they are very supportive in countries that have very little religious diversity. There's much support for them in countries that are less diverse. If you look at Lebanon has Christians and Muslims and Jews and everything living together, and it's recently gone through a couple of pretty bad conflicts. There's no support for ISIS whatsoever there. And also, if you look at the places in the UK that voted for Brexit, and the places in the US that they vote Republican, I'm not going to be too mean about Republicans, there might be some here that Trump is kind of not. Well, if you look at those areas, they are extremely non-diverse as well. I think introducing diversity and introducing the concept of living together in diversity is by essentially reaching out, by if you're an immigrant, invite your white, British, Brexit, BNP neighbors for tea and befriend them. Doesn't know them. If you're a white, British, BNP voter, invite your neighbor to local kebab shop to some kebab. I don't know. Create diversity where there is diversity. Bring more diversity to societies that are not diverse and show that there's no reason to fear each other despite all the stories we're getting from them.
So, I was wondering where did you find the strength to think to help those kids? Because when I think what Utøya do, I was wondering that I was insane, but in reality I think I was just high and myself.
Yeah, there's always a lot of controversy about what certain people do in these situations and in this situation. There's been debates about the leadership of the party left the Arab votes 5 months after starting safety, all of that stuff. And there's a lot of survivors who suffer with guilt around surviving and true saving guilt or whatever you call it. I'm very conscious about think it's hard to have that, so I can see it's a difficult thing. But yeah, the strength to helping them was also an act of survival in such a way, because I would not have been able to stand here, I would not have been able to live it myself today. I just went through it. It wasn't a choice for me. I didn't have the option of making it, because I don't know if I knew intellectually and all that, but in the moment I kind of felt it that if I leave these kids here to die, and if something happens to them, I would not have been able to get through what happened in any sort of constructive way. And so it becomes less self-sacrifice than an act of self-preservation is sort of a weird way of feeling. And I know it might make little sense, but that's really kind of what it feels like to me. Thank you for the question.
Hello. First of all, thank you for your amazing speech. If you right now were to say anything to understand, what would you say?
I just want to add to this thing. There was one of the participants who was a bit shy and doesn't feel confident to stand up and ask a question. He had a question in mind. He said, because you also as a filmmaker, he said, would you ever think of making a film on this? Because it would be again kind of recollecting. So I think that's to think question.
First of all, there's a couple of films in the works. One about extremism in Europe and how that ties into the ideology of genocide, which is hopefully going to release at some point. I don't know when yet. Massive project that's lasted since 2014 now. And talk about that project that actually kind of ties into the question. We asked to interview Bjørn Ihler. We haven't received an answer. But it's been about 2 years since we sent a letter asking, so I'm not expecting an answer at this point. I think the thing to say to Bjørn would rather be questions than statements, because I went through the entire trial and I had the option there of asking some questions filtered through like about 12 lawyers who so I didn't really get the answers. And I think I would have to tell his story, the story about his life, about how he grew up, how he came to the point where he felt he had to do this. And I would meet him with the same compassion I meet former violent extremists, former terrorists with, and I asked them the same question. And I would listen, and I would try my best to understand how someone who grew up in a society that I grew up in, someone who grew up in not so far from me, to take that long to walk you from one side of Oslo to the other side of Oslo where he grew up, someone who grew up in a family not so different from mine socioeconomically. Like his parents were divorced and stuff like that, so there's like some differences, but also like pretty much from one white boy from Oslo to another white boy from Oslo. Like, what makes something like that grow out or community? And then I would go home with that. And I would ask myself, what can I do to make sure no one else falls on the same path as me? What can we learn from his story in order to help other people not end up on his path in cycles of violence and hate and pain that led to this attack? And even though I haven't thought that very good, there was many other stuff. I asked a guy who, he was stockpiling guns in the woods of Sweden in order to overthrow the parliament because he thought he was a part of extremism. I asked the founder of the largest neo-Nazi movement in the US. His no term is love. Life around him was working through love for peace in Milwaukee for an organization called Serve to Unite. asked former jihadists, former mujahideen, I've asked a lot of people this question, and it always comes down to what values they have, the stories they believe in, but also to community and feeling part of something, feeling part of a family and so much. And I think that's essential. Making everyone feel part of this family of human beings that they are, and making them feel part of a constructed part of that family is really key. And a lot of people who go off to join ISIS are people who feel lonely, people who are seeing something more, some sort of powerful drive towards something spiritual and evil. And that goes for gangs, it goes for violent extremists, it goes for terrorists, it goes for pretty much everyone who are performing violent acts, it goes for us all. We found different tribes, we found other tribes that are not violent, but we're all looking for that kind of tribe, and I think that's the tribe of life.
Hello, I'm Yaku from Syria. I think you and I have similarity in common, apart from being weird and bold. I think we all, you and I, we have experience with seeing bodies move out in front of us. So I thank you for having the courage to come over and talk about that. Ultimately, my question is for you, and it's based on your work as the Kofi Annan Foundation. How do you feel when you see the lunatics such as Donald Trump, or ruthless killer, as Hillary Clinton are running for presidency for the most powerful country on the face of the earth? How do you feel when the Council of Defense of the United Nations are voting shamelessly to fund other countries? And how do you feel that when the neo-Nazis and far-right extremists are getting more and more powerful in the democratic Western world, such as Germany, Netherlands, and Austria? I'm not asking you about the utopian solution. Neither one of us has a magic stick to turn this around. I'm not asking you to give me an answer about how we can encounter that, because I think everyone in this room is trying to do his or her best to make this bloody world a better place to live in. I'm asking about your feeling at exactly that moment when you work for years very hard, when you collaborate very hard, and a simple lunatic comes over, take the power, and change everything with a single move. Thank you so much.
Thank you for an incredibly good question, and thank you for reminding me that everyone here is doing an incredible job, and also just like the power of being here in order to come to us. I think frustrated is the best word. Fed up, like, I don't know, it really sucks, and to me it makes very little sense, but what I usually kind of also am reminded of is the fact that Donald Trump and Brexit and the growing far right in Europe and the growing amount of people going off to join ISIS and like all of this bullshit that's going on in the world, there's no better word. All of that's a symptom of something else, and it's a symptom of deep-rooted problems that we've had for a while. And what makes me fed up and what makes me frustrated is not so much Trump or Orange or the French lady. What's her name? Marine Le Pen. Thank you very much. French delegation over there. What makes me fed up is the fact that we have to address these issues earlier, and that they are now being occupied by lunatics. And these are issues we could have worked on as caseworkers, as people who work to resolve issues through humane measures that have now been monopolized by lunatics to have all-round solutions, all solutions of hate and violence, where we should have been years ago trying to solve them with more humanity. So that makes me really pissed off. So yeah, that's my answer.
Yes. Anybody else would like to share a question? Yeah.
So I heard that like a lot of derogatory terms and words being used here, but I don't think that's very helpful because I think that most like violence in the world is mostly consequence of misunderstanding because people like it's a consequence of the environment. And I think like people are truly born as lunatics, for example. But I would prefer just saying that they have just behavior that's just quite misunderstood. So that's what I would say.
Yeah, thank you. I think we pretty much agree. No one's born a lunatic, no one's born an extremist, no one's born a terrorist. We all kind of become who we are through our experiences, through the things that shape us, and different things that shape me and Donald Trump. Because I see Trump as a lunatic, or he probably sees me as a lunatic, which I think, it's fine to say that. And at the same time say, hey, Trump would have been a different man if he had been on a different path with different types as well. There's that, and that's also important to remember when dealing with terrorist threats. When dealing with people who act out of pain, like Brexit did to me, like Trump now is doing to Americans, that sort of way. It's important to recognize the fact that these people are human beings, they've had human experiences that led them to where they are, just like we had human experiences that led us to where we are today. And we are here, which is a very different place. But at the same time, we have been driven here both by ourselves and by our surroundings, mostly by our surroundings, really, by the stories we believe, the stories we've been told as children, how we've been brought up, and all these things that influence us. I think it's important to recognize that. Another aspect that's important to recognize in that is that we could have been like that. We could have been like Trump. We could have been like terrorists. We could have been like Breivik. And things been a little bit different in our lives. And realizing that, we also need to recognize the humanity of terrorists. We need to recognize that we are not so different. And also that we can put them onto a better path, that we can bring them back out of it non-violently. Bring them back from lunacy to, love and humanity and kindness and unity. So thank you for the thoughts.
Thank you all for the beautiful discussion that we had with you. I'm sure the youngsters are taking back quite a lot. We are really running short of time, so we will wrap it here. Just would like to kind of conclude saying that, I'm sure, our youngsters will take the right things from, the way you came out of it, the way you're contributing to society. My master Rama puts it beautifully. She says that sometimes when we debate about the situation in the world, we always have this question, why is the world like this? But you can go on for days and days just debating about it. But the more important question to ask ourselves is, what can I do to make the situation better? And I think, as you put it, and some things that have been right by some people, things would have been different. So let's all be focused on this. What can I do to make the present day situation better? And that would be a more proactive way of taking part in it. Other thing that I would like to say before I wrap up the session is that, yes, as Bjørn mentioned in his discussion, there are sometimes things that go unnoticed around us, which kind of grow up and take forms of terrorists and radical units. And these are people who sometimes need help. But sometimes we also get so focused in our lives that we don't reach out to people around and try to help them come out of it. So it's also our duty to look around, and if we feel somebody that way who needs help, to kind of help them so that they don't fall into such pockets. Amma puts it beautifully. She says, when the tsunami came, the whole world came together as one and helped the countries that were affected by it. But she says, such tsunamis happen sometimes around us all the time. In individual families or in individuals. it happens that sometimes they are looking for help, looking for support, and they may not find anybody, and they fall into the wrong hands, and it could lead to so much of trouble. So as youngsters, all of you also have this responsibility to look around and see if there are a group or there are individuals who need help and attention. You need to spend some time with them. The light that you have in your hearts, you can share with them. I'm sure, at least we could kind of reform at least some part of this world and this problem that we are all facing. Thank you very much once again.
Believe in it. Sharing your story, that in itself is inspiring so many young people around the world. Also, a big thank you to Believe in it. Sharing your story, that in itself is inspiring so many young people around the world. Also, a big thank you to Amritanandamayi for facilitating the session and sharing the inspiration also with all of us. Thank you so much, Swami. We're coming towards the closure of this symposium on humanity, but we do not want to leave without sharing with you what we have been working on during the past week, and in fact not just during the past week, but also the time before the summit, as I had mentioned earlier. We want to contribute to solving the challenges, the issues that we all face together today as one humanity. We want to contribute our voices to the global conversation that we need to lead today. It is important for us to share our values that we believe in.
Also maybe explain why we feel AYUDH can make a special contribution in that respect in the global agenda. More than 150 of the youth that are present here today contributed before the summit started their views on what are the main challenges that we face in today's world, and shared what they feel like we should commit to and what we should demand in order to build a more loving and inclusive society. During the past week, a team of participants worked in a dedicated workshop to really assemble all these inputs, the feedbacks, and turn them into our first real declaration that we would like to present to you all today. So please, let's give a big welcome to the declaration team and also to our acting workshop, and I would like to ask them to come on the stage now. I would also like to thank the workshop leaders, Kirsi Salo, who is a lawyer at the EU Parliament from Finland, who was facilitating the dialogue amongst the youth, and also Ishvari from Finland from the acting group. Thank you so much, and please let's listen to our youth declaration.
So, dear friends and distinguished guests, AYUDH is an international youth movement inspired and founded by Amma, Mata Amritanandamayi, widely recognized as one of the world's most influential humanitarians and spiritual leaders of our time. AYUDH is dedicated to empowering young people to contribute to a peaceful and sustainable world by becoming compassionate leaders with a sense of tolerance, solidarity, and global responsibility. This declaration expresses the view of 300 youth from 26 different countries. In it, we propose a vision and call for action through which European youth can lay the foundation for a peaceful and integrated society, one which is based on a shared human identity.
Can I put
Our generation is entering a life of uncertainty and distrust. However, we refuse to resign ourselves to that fate. We know that our future lives will not be the same as our parents, and in some ways they may be more challenging. We accept this situation and the challenge it presents, for we believe that creativity and greatness arise when the circumstances demand it. We must take this opportunity to find novel ways to live.
We expect Europe and our political leaders to stand against xenophobia and to face the challenges of our world with the utmost integrity and courage. We believe that the new renaissance of Europe lies in the emergence of a strong vision, a renewed European dream, the commitment to take concrete action and to lead by example.
We offer our dedication, energy and skills to design and take part in the building of a better Europe, one which contributes to the general welfare of the entire planet. As a united youth movement, we resolve to protect our environment, to mitigate and adapt to climate change.
We pledge to do our best to initiate change in our own lives, as real change starts within and knows no boundaries.
With reference to the recent resolutions and declarations adopted by the UN bodies, such as the Amman Youth Declaration on Youth Peace and Security, adopted on the 22nd of August 2015, and subsequent United Nations Resolution number 2250, adopted by the UN Security Council on 9th of December 2015, which recognizes the importance and positive contribution of youth in efforts for the maintenance and promotion of peace and security, as well as the 2016 CSW Declaration on Gender Equality and the Human Rights of Young Women and Girls of 11th and 12th of March 2016. With reference to the recommendations on youth and the youth actions of the different bodies of the Council of Europe, as well as the conventions adopted by the Council of Europe, the 2016 to 2017 priorities of the Joint Council of the Youth Sector of the Council of Europe and Agenda 2020, the EU Youth Strategy and the third cycle from 2016 to 2018, in addition to the actions linked to the strategy and those adopted by the European Commission, and refers to the recent resolutions and reports by the European Parliament, as well as the recommendations and actions made by the Council of Ministers of the EU regarding the youth. Calling to action. Taking all of this into consideration, we call upon our political representatives and all other members of society to sincerely enact the following changes. 1. Formal, non-formal, and informal education should start from an early age and teach respect and values for human integrity, irrespective of origin, belief, gender, sexual orientation, or economic status. Education should be centered on more than developing technical and professional skills, education for living. It should also impart values and encourage critical thinking, education for life. Rapid advances in technology have facilitated communication and development in an unprecedented way. This has the potential to unite individuals from diverse countries, promoting peace, respect, and tolerance. However, it can also hinder the expression of our inner potential and our ability to spontaneously interact with others. It is necessary to protect against the dangers of radicalization and addiction while still allowing for personal freedom. 2. The unique cultural resources and heritage that lay the foundations of Europe should be. They also enable us to develop compassion towards others and ourselves. Losing touch with our cultural heritage paves the way to repeating past mistakes. It is our responsibility to learn from decisions and accept the consequences passed down from previous generations. These insights can be used for building a more sustainable future for Europe and the rest of the world. 3. The unsustainable pace and means by which European society has developed has brought about imbalances in the natural environment, the consequences of which we are only now starting to face. Our challenge is to create a more sustainable way of living. Climate change will be one of the primary causes for the extensive changes affecting the planet in the years to come. We should do our best to prevent further impact by establishing a more compassionate relationship with the environment. The first step is to take responsibility for protecting the resources provided by Mother Nature. Finally, the health and well-being of all individuals is a stepping stone to a more just European and global community. We should promote and facilitate lifestyles that support wellness in body, mind, and spirit. A nutritious diet, organic food, clean water, and regular exercise are vital for holistic growth. Constructive approaches to foster positive mental health and deal with stress should be adopted. Empathy inspires individuals to serve society and contributes to collective harmony. Thank you.
Thank you. We as AYUDH would like to request our political representatives to take this declaration and make it heard in our institutions and let our political leaders know what our dream is, what our demands are, and what our commitments are. So we kindly request you to please accept our declaration. As we are now coming to the closure of today's symposium, I would like to ask Martine Reicherts, the head of the European Commission for Education and Culture, to share her closing remarks with all of us.
Hello to all of you again. This is not an easy one. I think we're all a little bit tired, even though we are very excited by all we heard today. Of course, we will take over this declaration, and I really wanted to thank from the deepest of my heart all I've heard in this declaration. And we will, as Anne, we will take it on not only to the institutions we are working in, but also in all the different political people we are seeing, because I think the good news of today is that you are involved. I hear so often that young people do not care. You know, I think that's for me the first point of today's meeting. You do care. You not necessarily trust my generation, but you care. I knew already before coming, but I'm pretty sure that this is really what it is about. And I would put the message back to you. And this is not just to try to save my back, but I think one of the important sentences I've heard today is, what can I do better to make a better world? This, of course, is for Anne, it is for myself, it is for Swami, it is for Deep Amrita, but it is for each single of you. Instead of always criticizing the world, what can I do to change the world? And that's why we need you, because you are the youngsters. Personally, I really trust you, and after this wonderful day, I trust you more than ever. You are doing great, you are doing brilliantly, but you have to trust yourself. Please don't make it cheap, be ambitious. And when I was listening to this declaration, I must say that was really a great feeling. And when I listened to you speaking about dreams, you know, it recalls me when I was young, I was still dreaming. I thought nobody was dreaming anymore, no? Only talking about economics. And listening to you, I now know that you still dream. And that's a very, very, very good feeling. Thank you for that. It's great. Thank you. So now a few concrete points maybe for action. We need an action-oriented society. That's what we heard this morning from Swamiji. That's going to be your job. My generation is now more or less over. I can give a hand for a while, but you know, I'm 59, so you will have to take over. Action-oriented society. We need people acting, not people talking. Even that's what we are doing today, but okay. Each of us is a part of the necklace. Don't forget about that one. Being a human being is being connected. We have to work together, and today is the best example of it. I really like the image of the internet and the internet. You know, movements like yours also think about your internet, never forget the internet. When you are in a political life, as I am for the time being, you sometimes forget your internet. And that's something I feel very frustrated once in a while. And that's why I really enjoyed sharing this day with you, because today I really feel connected to my internet again. And that's a very good feeling. Thanks a lot, because I really know that the new generation will take over. Create diversity, that's one of the messages I heard too. I think it's really important. I will share an example with you. My nephew is 7 years old. He lives in Cannes. The other day I collected him at school, and he is in one of those Catholic schools. You know how many people coming from Morocco or Tunisian backgrounds in his school? I haven't seen any. So imagine in Cannes, where you have lots of people coming from a Muslim background. You have the school with the nice white French kids, and then 500 meters from that school, you have the school with all the others. You know, that cannot end well. We need a society whereby we have an inclusive society, whereby we have those kids together in the same schoolrooms. Otherwise, it will just not work. I liked your sentence about Breivik. He is a human being. I think all of those people, because it's not only about him, it's about the guy in Nice, it's about all of us. We all have a Breivik in ourselves. And I think we need to get to know this guy in ourselves. We are all violent, we are all bad people, very small bit. But let's try to find out, you know, where this button is to make sure that at some stage we will not develop our Breivik, because I think we all have it inside ourselves. I really liked the sentence about haters gonna hate and lovers gonna love, so that's one I take with me too. I will dare to say tonight, it's not tonight, it's still the afternoon, but still. How can we get to worlds whereby politicians are driven by love and not by fear? I was quite puzzled by the fact that in your declaration, the word love does not appear. I really would plea to get this world back on track. We do not dare to use the word love. I think for me, we should dare to say, but not only to say, but to really try to practice. You know, what is love about? Do we really take care of our neighbors? Not about the guy who is living 1,000 kilometers, but this old woman living just next to our place, who can't get up the stairs, who would like a little bit of hand to help just, you know, for shopping, who is ready to give 10 minutes, 15 minutes of its time every month just to help my neighbor. That's where it starts. And that's why love is a universal language. We have to come back to that. Embracing the world, one humanity, a renewed European dream, those are the messages I will take back to Brussels. Go ahead, youngsters, I trust you. Make it better. We can't make it worse. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Madame Reicherts, for this amazing summary of today. I think we can all very much subscribe to it. I personally must say I had a similar moment like you. There was a TV interview outside and the journalist kept asking, so what is the concrete action that you're coming up with today? Tell me in one sentence what it is. And I was stopping, and I thought, of course, we have the no hate speech movement, we have a declaration, but I felt what is the strongest change that is happening is the inspiration we share and those precious moments that we spend together today in experiencing this one humanity, this unity amongst us, and this love amongst us. So thank you all so much for being here and making this a special day. Thank you so much. Specifically, I would once more like to thank our funders, those who support us in many ways financially, the European Youth Foundation of the Council of Europe, which is our main sponsor, and also SAP, which has given a very generous donation for this event, and also the Kloster Eberbach Foundation. Because literally, as you can see, this has been a huge effort, and it's been months and months of work to put it together, and without those contributions, our dream, the passion that we, the young people, have, could not have become a reality. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I would also like to thank one more time all our distinguished guests, the panelists here that shared so much of inspiration of their personal stories, and I felt like it was really a bit of opening of hearts here, because I know that some of the questions had been shared before, and of course I know panelists think about the answers, and I think in some cases the answers were different than planned, because there is a moment of openness and there was a moment of sharing that a lot of our personal views really got expressed today, which was very beautiful to see. So thanks one more time to all our distinguished guests for being here and sharing your input. One person that I really need to highlight and mention and want to thank from the bottom of my heart is Ronnie. Can Ronnie please come to the stage? Ronnie Weiss, he's the person, please come here. We need to see you. And let's give a big, big, big applause to Ronnie. Because he was the one who had the idea of hosting the event in this location here, of making all the arrangements for us, and for months he was actually taking holidays to arrange all of that. He called all of his friends, his family to volunteer for the event. He was available day and night, and without him none of this would have become a reality. So please also accept a small gift from our side, and thank you so much, Ronnie, and we hope to work together more in the future. Thank you, Ronnie. Last but not least, I would like to thank Amma for her guidance, because without her, none of us also would be sitting here today. It is her inspiration, it is her example, it is her tireless work that is inspiring us as her youth movement to try to follow in her footsteps. Even if we make small steps, these are still steps that we want to take in the same direction of love, peace, and inclusion. So thanks to Amma from the bottom of our hearts. One more thanks I need to add, because we would not be one diverse humanity if we would not speak different languages. And a lot of us would be missing out on this event if we would not have our fantastic translators who did a fantastic job all throughout today to make us understand. We still have a beautiful moment ahead of us. We would like to take one more group photograph with all of us with a drone that we got here, and we will take an aerial shot of us all standing in the rose garden outside. So as we conclude today's event, let's go outside into the beautiful sunshine, which is also a gift from above today, because yesterday we all know it was raining. To have a drone shot, and please wait for just 2 more minutes, because there is some small logistics involved. After that, we will depart with the buses back to Hofherrenberg. Please, everybody, let's go immediately to the drone shot, and let's use the restroom facilities after the photograph, okay, so that we can all be sure to be on the picture. The second announcement, The second announcement is all of this has been built up by volunteers also, and we would need some more helping hands to help just to stack the chairs and remove all the things. And from those people who came from Hofherrenberg, the helpers, those who came with their own car, it would be wonderful if we could have around 10 people who could help them to clean up a little bit. So those who would like to help, maybe you can just wait back in the middle area here after the drone shot, so we can all clean up very quickly. Last announcement, those who are here with their independent transportation, also very generous of the monastery here, they're offering a free guided tour for the whole facility to show you after the event at 4:15. It will be starting here in the hall, so those who are here with their own cars, they can take part, but the youth unfortunately have to leave back to reach our center in time. So those who would like to stay back, please make the opportunity of this guided tour. One more time, thank you so much, and let's have a wonderful evening, rest of the day, and hoping to see you all very soon. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we're ready for this. One world.
As we journey to the river of peace, a place within, we all seek. This river inside of us speaks of a day where we will reach one world, one home. Together our dreams can unfold.
Yeah.
One world, one home. Together with unity at home.
When there's clouds in the sky, I'ma be the sunshine. I'ma let the whole world one rhyme at a time. One world is the vision, the mission, and it's the message. You see someone in pain, you help them, yo, pay attention. You treat them like you wanna be treated, yo, this is simple. Our purpose is this, we're determined to make a difference. We're children of immortal bliss, we're ready for this. We're rolling with love, so we're so victorious.
Hammer, deine Liebe inspiriert uns, deine Liebe färbt unseren Alltag bunt. Sie fließt in die Erziehung und direkt an die Jugend. Gut investiert, denn das ist die Zukunft. Mit dir als Beispiel und deiner Energie schaffen wir Frieden auf der Welt und das ist das Ziel. Deine Liebe macht, dass ich viel netter bin, gibt der Welt ihre Schönheit wie ein Schmetterling.
One world, one home. Together our dreams can unfold.
Yeah.
One world, one home. Together with unity at home.
We have it all. We only got one life, yo. We best be living. Only got one world. Don't compromise on giving. Only got one home. Can't move to another one. Got no clone. Better we change the way we acting, cause we ain't alone. 7.4 to 1 billion people on the planet, all up in a panic. There's not enough food and water, no shelter. shelter for the kids who are brought up, selfishly enslaved their own son and daughter, too blind and caught up. Self-image is just way too important. Hold on.
Połączeni nawet gdy gubimy zasięg w trasie po ziemi. W swoim czasie transformujemy to, co da się transformować. Mapa gotowa, serce będzie nawigować. Jeden świat, jeden dom, miłość jedna. Jeden tak, cyrkulacja tak potrzebna. Przepływ dajemy, dostajemy. Jest rap, są refreny, okej, jedziemy.
One world, one home. Together our dreams can unfold.
Yeah.
One world, one home. Together with unity and hope.
Comfort we give to those in need, joy we share with crying hearts, hope we give to broken dreams. Let us dream far, far over the stars. If we have love, we have it all.
אני אגיד לך מה יפה בנו, כולנו שונים אבל דומים מימים. לכולנו מבאס את היום לפתוח עיתונים נינים. לכולנו קשה אבל כולנו נלחמים מימים. אז בואו נפסיק להילחם אחד עם השני נינים.
אז אם רק נצית את התקוות לפני שיעלמו לנו, נגשים את החלומות ולא נחכה שיתגשמו לנו. ניתן קצת מעצמנו, לא נחכה שרק יתנו לנו. נחיה כמו שנרצה ולא נחיה כמו שקבעו לנו. עולמות שונים עולם אחד, תיתן מעצמך והם ייתנו לך. תבטיח לי שאף פעם לא תשכח את העיקר, אהבה זה בחינם ולשנאה מחיר יקר. Yeah, we're ready for this. One world.
As we journey to the river of peace, a place within, we all seek. This river inside of us speaks of a day where we will read. One world, one home. Together our dreams can unfold.
Yeah.
One world, one home. Together with unity and hope.
When there's clouds in the sky, I'ma be the sunshine. I'ma love the whole world one rhyme at a time. One world is the vision, the mission, and it's the message. You see someone in pain, you help them, yo, pay attention. You treat them like you wanna be treated, yo, this is simple. Our purpose is this, we're determined to make a difference. We're children of immortal bliss, we're ready for this. We're rolling with love, so we're so victorious.
Hammer, deine Liebe inspiriert uns, deine Liebe färbt unseren Alltag bunt. Sie fließt in die Erziehung und direkt an die Jugend. Gut investiert, denn das ist die Zukunft. Mit dir als Beispiel und deiner Energie schaffen wir Frieden auf der Welt und das ist das Ziel. Deine Liebe macht, dass ich viel netter bin, gibt der Welt ihre Schönheit wie ein Schmetterling.
One world, one home. Together our dreams can unfold.
Yeah.
One world, one home. Together with unity and hope.
We have it all. We only got one life, yo. We best be living, only got one world. Don't compromise on giving, only got one home. Can't move to another one, got no clone. Better we change the way we acting, cause we ain't alone. 7.4 to 1 billion. billion people on the planet, all up in a panic. There's not enough food and water, no shelter for the kids who are brought up, selfishly enslaved our own son and daughter, too blind and caught up. Self-image is just way too important. Hold on.
Połączeni nawet gdy gubimy zasięg w trasie po ziemi. W swoim czasie transformujemy to, co da się transformować. Mapa gotowa, serce będzie nawigować. Jeden świat, jeden dom, miłość jedna. Jeden tak, cyrkulacja tak potrzebna. Przepływ dajemy, dostajemy. Jest rap, są refreny, okej, jedziemy.
One world, one home. Together our dreams can unfold.
Yeah.
One world, one home. Together with unity and hope.
Comfort we give to those in need, joy we share with crying hearts, hope we give to broken dreams. Let us dream far, far over the stars. If we have love, we have it all.
אני אגיד לך מה יפה בנו, כולנו שונים אבל דומים מימים. לכולנו מבאס את היום לפתוח עיתונים נינים. לכולנו קשה אבל כולנו נלחמים מימים. אז בואו נפסיק להילחם אחד עם השני נינים.
אז אם רק נצית את התקוות לפני שיעלמו לנו, נגשים את החלומות ולא נחכה שיתגשמו לנו. ניתן קצת מעצמנו, לא נחכה שרק יתנו לנו. נחיה כמו שנרצה ולא נחיה כמו שקבעו לנו. עולמות שונים עולם אחד, תיתן מעצמך והם ייתנו לך. תבטיח לי שאף פעם לא תשכח את העיקר, אהבה זה בחינם ולשנאה מחיר יקר.
Yeah, we're ready for this. One world.
As we journey to the river of peace, a place within, we all seek. This river inside of us speaks of a day where we will read. One world, one home. Together our dreams can unfold.
Yeah.
One world, one home. Together with unity and hope.
When there's clouds in the sky, I'ma be the sunshine. I'ma love the whole world, one rhyme at a time. One world is the vision, the mission, and it's the message. You see someone in pain, you help them, yo, pay attention. You treat them like you wanna be treated, yo, this is simple. Our purpose is this, we're determined to make a difference. We're children of immortal bliss, we're ready for this. We're rolling with love, so we're so victorious.
Hammer, deine Liebe inspiriert uns, deine Liebe färbt unseren Alltag bunt. Sie fließt in die Erziehung und direkt an die Jugend. Gut investiert, denn das ist die Zukunft. Mit dir als Beispiel und deiner Energie schaffen wir Frieden auf der Welt und das ist das Ziel. Deine Liebe macht, dass ich viel netter bin, gibt der Welt ihre Schönheit wie ein Schmetterling.
One world, one home. Together our dreams can unfold.
Yeah.
One world, one home. Together with unity and hope.
We have it all. We only got one life, yo. We best be living. Only got one world. Don't compromise, don't giving. Only got one home. Can't move to another one. Got no clone. Better we change the way we acting, 'cause we ain't alone. 7.4 to 1 billion people on the planet, all up in a panic. There's not enough food and water, no shelter for the kids who are brought up, selfishly enslaved their own son and daughter, too blind and caught up. Self-image is just way too important. Hold on.
Połączeni nawet gdy gubimy zasięg w trasie po ziemi. W swoim czasie transformujemy to co da się transformować. Mapa gotowa, serce będzie nawigować. Jeden świat, jeden dom, miłość jedna. Jeden tak, cyrkulacja tak potrzebna. Przepływ dajemy, dostajemy. Jest rap, są refreny, okej, jedziemy.
One world, one home. Together our dreams can unfold.
Yeah.
One world, one home. Together with unity at home.
Comfort we give to those in need, joy we share with crying hearts, hope we give to broken dreams. Let us dream far, far over the stars. If we have love, we have it all.
אני אגיד לך מה יפה בנו, כולנו שונים אבל דומים ימים. לכולנו מבאס את היום לפתוח עיתונים נינים. לכולנו קשה אבל כולנו נלחמים ימים. אז בואו נפסיק להילחם אחד עם השני נינים.
אז אם רק נצית את התקוות לפני שיעלמו לנו, נגשים את החלומות ולא נחכה שיתגשמו לנו. ניתן קצת מעצמנו, לא נחכה שרק יתנו לנו. נחיה כמו שנרצה ולא נחיה כמו שקבעו לנו. עולמות שונים עולם אחד, תיתן מעצמך והם ייתנו לך. תבטיח לי שאף פעם לא תשכח את העיקר, אהבה זה בחינם ולשנאה מחיר יקר. Yeah, we're ready for this. One world.
As we journey to the river of peace, a place within, we all seek. This river inside of us speaks of a day where we will reach one world, one home. Together our dreams can unfold.
Yeah.
One world, one home. Together with unity at home.
When there's clouds in the sky, I'ma be the sunshine. I'ma let